She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby.
What's up? Y'all. Oh, my bad. I've elongated the y'all a little bit too much.
A little bit.
Okay, I'm sorry. What's on my face? What's on my face?
Nothing on your face.
What are you looking at? What's in my teeth?
We have some jerk season.
Oh, Lord, in my teeth again. Anyhow, continue while working out.
Welcome back, everybody. I am beautiful.
And I'm Ace with jerk in her teeth.
And we are together real bad.
Real bad. Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, good. Thank you for not letting me do this whole episode with jerk in my teeth.
Honestly, nobody would have seen it.
Then what? Then why did you say something? You should have been
because
like, no,
I'm looking at it. Because then I would be lying if I said you're good.
I mean, but if nobody can see it,
then I would say, I would have said something like, "Oh, you got jerk in your teeth, but don't worry about it. Nobody will see it." I didn't think that part through. Like, I guess.
Okay, well,
but I saw it, so
that's all that mattered.
I would want you to tell me.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you telling me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling today? Is that bad?
You know how SZA, because she is here in Chicago, she has that song called 20 something.
No, but okay. How's it go? You know, I'm old.
I'm not going to go through it right now.
Okay.
I'm feeling 30 something. But, you know, things are looking up. I had my last day of work today before we go on vacation, and I have this break.
Your time changes?
My time is going to change. So, like, I'm just very excited for what's to come. I'm just excited to be able to relax and not have to go in and have some fun with some friends and you and get my hair done tomorrow. Everybody gets in a good mood when they get their hair done. So I'll get my hair done tomorrow.
When she get her hair done, she'd be a whole totally different person. Then she walk in the door, that attitude would be like, if you got something to say to me, write it down.
It don't be like that.
It don't?
No.
Okay. We'll see.
It don't be like that.
But when you get like hair, it'd be like that.
I'm about to get braids though.
Oh, or be like with the tongue action. Yes.
You're lying.
I am not lying. That's why I used to say, like, what did I used to say? Something about it. You're a different person, or your attitude, or something like that when you got your hair done. Because it's true. It's not a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it don't be like that.
I don't know, shorty.
Okay.
I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling I'm cramping right now.
Oh.
I was debating on whether I wanted to say that or not.
We open here. Why not?
But I am cramping like a mug. That's why I said I feel like 30 something. Because I feel like ever since I passed the 30 threshold, different things have been happening to my body every year since then. And I was talking about it with a coworker. Like, when I turned 30, I feel like when I started having like really bad cramps.
Yeah.
And like getting sick and all that kind of stuff.
Did she say, how old is she? How old was
I don't even know how old Shelby is, but
like I told you, welcome to your 30s.
Right. So the first year was that, and then I think the second year I started bloating and my boobs started getting bigger and no soreness, but definitely swollen. And then this year is the acne. Like, what? It's quite annoying because I've never dealt with acne. Never. And all of a sudden I'm getting all these like blemishes and pimples all over my fucking face. People used to ask me, oh, what is your skincare routine?
I'm in my 20s. That was your skincare routine. I'm in my 20s.
I could have said that, but I said, I just wash with water. Because at the time I was scared of like washing my face with soap because I was scared of getting it in my eyes. So it wasn't a lie. Like I really just washed my face with water.
Yeah.
And then I would definitely put moisturizer on too. Mm-hmm. But now I feel like I got to do, I have a cleanser, I have a toner, and now, also my skin is getting oily. So like I don't even use moisturizer anymore because I don't want to add more shit to my face.
I still feel like you should moisturize your skin.
You said that, but
Yeah,
I don't
different.
I don't need to. When I tell you, I be like,
that oil is different though. That's the oil that clogs your pores. So I feel like I'm not a dermatologist, but this is my thought process.
But what my thing is, I don't want a whole bunch of shit on my face.
Yeah,
like,
but wipe it off and then wash your face to remove the oil, like the natural oil from your face, and then use.
What I'm talking about is throughout the day. Yeah. It gets oily. It doesn't start off that way.
No, I understand. I understand because when I wake up, my skin is oily too, all in my T-zone, as they call it. But I still wash it off and then like put moisturizer on. Like,
but then throughout the day, does your skin get oily?
Do it look oily right now?
No, that's what I'm saying. Your forehead is very dry, ma'am.
I'm talking about my nose. I'm area.
Talking about all of my face. I can literally, if I was ashy, go like this.
And put it on there.
And rub my hands together. So me adding moisturizer, knowing that the oil is also going to come through the moisturizer. I need tips, y'all. I've never needed facial tips before, but now I feel like it's necessary.
I was just getting ready to say we need to refer to Chat GPT/Google to see what they say about like it's just hormonal acne and all the things that are going on. I'm sorry.
Well, that's how I'm feeling. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm overwhelmed, but not like I feel like I'm managing things. Like there's so much going on. But it's all good and it's all like just for the betterment of business, basically, regardless of which one it is. So I'm just excited about things that are coming up. With Q Plus, you know about Q Plus. We haven't really talked about it on here, but with Q Plus, with Gym Junkies, getting business here and there with Content Maven Media, which is the main source, and Cotton Candy too. So no complaints over this way.
Good.
Yeah. So, I think we're doing Living Out Loud now instead of Coming Out Update or something similar to that. Y'all know how we roll. We just gonna figure it out as we go, like what works and what doesn't. And I kind of think people appreciate that about our podcast. So what have you done to live out loud this week, if anything?
So for those who don't know, Ace just had a birthday.
Oh.
She forgot already.
Yeah, it's really not it's celebratory because how many people didn't make it. However, you know how I feel about my birthday. It's just meh.
Right. Okay. So this is not about Ace, but kind of is in a way. So I actually posted Ace in my story. Saying
wait, does your mom follow you on Instagram?
No, my mom doesn't follow me on Instagram because I blocked her years ago.
Oh, are you gonna unblock her?
I don't really care maybe one day, but
okay.
So yes, I posted Ace on my story, and just saying how like it was 6 pictures of us together throughout the years, and just saying like I love you and happy to celebrate you once again this year, yada yada yada. But that was my way of living out loud because I've never posted you before.
Well, I feel special. Thanks for posting me. I like when you post pictures of us. I don't know. You always find the best pics, and I don't. Apparently.
Find the best pics?
Yeah, in your phone.
Maybe because but I feel like you have a lot of pictures and video on your phone too. No?
I have a ton.
Right.
Yeah.
I just have to go through your phone and favorite them and then send them to myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
But yes, that's my living out loud but thing that I did this week is I posted you on my page for the very first time. So essentially coming out to my followers.
Oh, because some people don't know. Yeah. Did you have anybody like?
Yes. So there was this one lady. Nobody hopped in actually, so a few people that I went to college with, like Hard-Eyed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have this she's not really a friend, maybe more of an acquaintance, but she's pretty cool. She's in the gymnastics community, or was in the gymnastics community. I used to compete against her all the time. Not all the time, but she wasn't in our conference. She was in the MAC conference. We were in the MIC conference.
What school did she go to? Western was in the MAC.
Oh. She went to Ball State.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are volleyball rivals. Ball State was, but okay.
Okay, so cool. So she went to Ball State for gymnastics, and we kind of connected at a gymnastics camp or clinic, and then just followed each other on social media, and then just kind of kept in touch through there. But she said that you were gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
And we've talked briefly about like queer things, because I recently found out that she's queer.
Y'all just hiding from each other. I mean, not like...
I don't think she's hiding at all. She's kind of private with her life, but also a creative. So she posts a lot, but not of her partner.
So she
like
may
maybe
not
like
be,
little subliminal stuff.
She might be kind of in the same boat that you were.
No,
kinda.
She's not.
Okay.
She's not. She just, because she's a creative, I feel like she keeps her life a little bit more private.
Okay.
But she lives in Vegas, and I told her that we were going to be out there soon, so that we could like hang out or whatever. But she said that you were gorgeous. I'm like, yeah, I know. But aside from that, so there's this lady who was like a god auntie to me growing up with my stepmom at the church. And what the heezy?
I know you been lying.
Was okay. And she saw it, and I think she hard-eyed it or liked it or something like that. So that was, I mean, I didn't really care much about it, because as soon as I told my mom and my dad, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about what nobody think. As long as they know and they're not finding out from other people, then I couldn't give two shits about.
Your mom already knew, but
whatever. I couldn't give a damn about what anybody had to say or anything. So it was a little bit of a shock to see those people hard eye and like.
I'm sorry, you said, I gotta stop. Heart eye? You said it like 3 times.
Hard eyes?
Heart eye? Oh, like the emoji. I'm thinking like just you press you heart it, but you mean like the heart eyes. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you, because that was really bothering me for whatever reason. Well, move forward. Sorry.
So yeah. That is my LOL for this week.
I like it. So for Gym Junkies, so I don't know if maybe we will just keep updating whatever comes of it. But for Gym Junkies, that's still going well. I think we have another event next week, 13th, 14th, and 15th, Midsummer Fest in Chicago, in Andersonville. If you so happen to be in Chicago, come holler at us or hit the inbox and make an appointment for a tooth gems and or grills fitting. We'll be doing that in limited quantities up there. And yeah, that's Midsummer Fest. You got your grill back.
I did. I would go put it on, and I thought about wearing it for the episode, but I forgot.
Next time. I got mine, but he asked that I tried on and send it back, and then your sister got hers, where she was really, really happy with it.
Yeah.
For as far as I know, so that is going well. We have some things in the works that we're praying and hoping will go through, and when that happens, we're gonna update y'all. So y'all can kind of be on this journey with us. I think that would be kind of dope to kind of document it in our podcast.
Sure.
Here and there.
Sure.
Yeah. So a Black business spotlight for today. So there's this business. So let me back up a little bit more. There is this woman called Noelle, her name is Noelle. And she actually was, I think, in the cohort I did with Sunshine Enterprises. She was a teacher, I think. And she's had like a day spa and several other businesses. Obviously during COVID, she could no longer have that. And so she recalibrated, I guess, if you will, and started a business called Busy Boulevard. Busy Boulevard is an app that you can use as a business owner if you are in like the beauty industry. And besides it taking appointments, it helps you reach your financial goals. And it does that through various means. But one of the biggest ones I think is helping you set your financial goals and you knowing your margins and you knowing like your costs and all that. So if y'all want to check her out, it's Busy BISI Boulevard BLVD. I think it is BISIBLVD.com. We did not get paid to say that. We just want to highlight some Black businesses that we've worked with or believe in or know about. So y'all can check them out as well. For pop culture.
Yeah, pop culture. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride Month.
My coworker said the other day, she was like, also Happy Gay Day. I believe it was the first.
Wait, can I just, I sent you this video and you probably didn't get a chance to watch it, but it was another podcast and there was a stud on there who pledged AKA. Mm-hmm. And I guess apparently, I don't know how this, you have to watch it. It was hilarious to me when she said it, but she said, yeah, something, when your gay KA died laughing. And I was like, oh, so you can, yeah, died laughing. Hilarious.
Okay.
Watch it when you get a second.
Where did you send it to me?
I don't know. Probably IG.
Oh,
I think it's IG.
Well, okay. Do you remember,
check it out.
Do you remember the page it was from?
It was from the No Homo podcast show or something like that.
Okay.
Have you seen them?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. Something like that.
I'll be on the lookout for
Check
it.
it out. It's funny.
It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Is it your funny?
It's funny. See, that's a different question. That's a different question.
It's funny to you though.
But yes, okay. It's funny to me.
Well, I will look for it.
Her saying that was funny to me. That's it. There's nothing else that was funny about it.
Oh. So it really
never mind. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Pride Month. Go ahead.
I don't really have anything. I'm just saying happy Gay Day.
Happy Gay Month.
Gay Month for sure.
We do have a lot going on though for Gym Junkies and Pride. We're gonna be at a lot of different spots. We probably got about 4 or 5 pop-ups.
What else besides Juneteenth?
Juneteenth. And then we have Silver Room.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're trying to get into the tattoo parlor. I have to go talk to them on 79th. We're doing Cole's Bar after Vegandale. That night one from 10 to 2. We're doing... I think that might be it. I think that might be it. So it's going to be a busy month.
Yeah.
A prosperous month.
Busy and prosperous month.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For sure. Have you seen the other videos about like getting ready, like gays getting ready for Pride Month?
No, I can only imagine though.
You have tattooed like that one Black girl.
The one you showed me, yeah, I saw.
Yeah. When
she was walking through the house, singing or rapping or whatever. I think
she was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it was almost like ballroom music, like bogan music, but like getting ready. What?
That's one of the things. That's like one of the things that what's Jay Pendarvis, I think it's called. Yeah.
Okay. Well, those are funny. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. We're not funny today, but that's okay.
No, I don't feel like being funny.
Okay, we're gonna work it. We're gonna work through it. You gonna make it?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Date night.
Oh,
you forgot.
Yeah, I should have had it pulled up on my phone, but
I'm surprised you don't.
I know. Date night diaries. So I had a friend of mine who I've known since high school, and we started getting close after I graduated college, and we have been trying to get together for like the past couple months, but our schedules just hadn't been aligning. And actually last Sunday we finally got together on like a double date night with her and her wife and me and Ace, and we went to Flight Club. Had a good time catching up. For some reason I didn't win. I don't know what that's about, but also they started before. That was your first time beating me, but they also started before we got there, so they're ranked.
So, I mean, what difference?
It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't have been in the place where I was at. Had they not started before we started, before we got there, the rankings would have been very
I
different.
think so.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we had a really good time playing and eating and sharing stories and catching up. So that was our date night diaries.
Yeah, I want to point out the fact that you kind of like, I feel like you went outside your comfort zone and just kind of apologized to her for not being present as much as you think you should have. Mm-hmm. So kudos to you for doing that.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
It's like a growth point.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, because she's always been like in my corner or whatever. Not that I've ever, I was about to say when I've needed her, but there has never been a time where I guess can say that I actually needed her.
Yeah.
But like just being like a friend, like how I've been saying, like I don't have any friends or anything like that. Just going back in my past and thinking about how good of a friend she was to me and how, you know, she was with me through my like baby gay days. And how we used to run through Boystown every weekend. And when I say run through, I mean we was walking on the streets of Boystown for all hours.
Because it's fun.
It was fun just to walk, and just see people or whatever. DS Tequila was our spot. Like we loved. It's now closed. Oh, we loved DS Tequila. Loved.
I can see you walking down memory lane. You thinking about all type of stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. It was a really good time. So
we should go down there and walk around when it's warm if we have time one day.
It ain't the same.
Why not?
No, we can do it. I'm just saying it's not the same.
Why isn't it the same? Because of your age or just because the vibe isn't the same?
The vibe isn't the same.
But you haven't been up there, so how do we know?
I can tell that the vibe is different. Even so, I saw a video recently about this guy saying that Boystown is not for us basically anymore. Like there's only one place there's only one place for like blacks to hang out. Like there are places that are kind of racist or prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just not the same. It's not as inclusive as you would think a LGBTQ town would be.
Yeah, that's a whole different topic. Like racism within like an already marginalized community, which is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we won't go down that road today.
Yeah, we don't have to. But yeah, so and I totally agree with that because I feel it. Like when I'm in Boystown, I feel welcomed, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable. Yeah.
I can understand that, I guess. We need a girls' town. I feel like
every big city has a boys' town.
Yeah, but with the girls' town, I feel like the vibe would be different and it wouldn't change. And I don't know why. I don't know if females are just more apathetic or more in touch with feelings or just more receptive or open to people. And sometimes males may not necessarily be. That's no shade. That's no tea. I'm just throwing out there some thoughts and feelings. Yeah. But
how do you establish a girls' town? Like,
I don't even know how you even be like, okay, this is the gay part of town. I have no clue. Do you buy the block and only let gay? I don't know. I have no clue. If you know how to establish a girls' town, hit the inbox. Let us know.
Start a club.
I know, right? It would be dope to have a bunch of like lesbian owned bars or facilities or whatever,
because they're sprinkled around, but there is no like
central location for it. Yeah.
So there's no strip,
right? Even Vegas, it used to have this area called Fruit Loop. I don't know if it still exists. It is, but it used to be called Fruit Loop. So yeah, it was dope. Moving on to our main topic. So I don't have a title for this, and I have a few days because we're recording this early because we're going to be on vacation. But I'll have a title by the time it's published. But basically, we are just going to speak on our experiences in our relationships, in our quote unquote long-term relationships, like what we consider long-term relationships, how we have adapted our styles of being with each other in this relationship, knowing that it is long-term. So my longest relationship has been like 8 years, and that is across the board, like twice. The first one was 8 years, and the second one was 8 years. Mm-hmm. The one before that, I think that was maybe like 2 or 3. It wasn't super, super long. But for whatever reason, 8 years is like the...
So how many more years I got with you?
Forever. What are you talking about?
Okay. I thought it was so.
That's what it has been, but we're this relationship is nowhere near as traumatic, as draining, as all the other toxic words that you could think of as like the last one. And then the one previous to that, it wasn't, I think we just grew apart. And I think that some of the things that were going on with her, I couldn't grasp or understand or help her with, because she had anxiety really badly. And I always thought it was something that I did wrong.
The last one or the one before her?
The one before. Not this last one, but the one before. Oh, okay. Yeah, the one before. So it was that and a number of other things when it came to like sex, and when it came to like she had kids, and this has nothing to do with why we broke up, but she had kids, so that's always a stressor on a relationship, and she had one in particular that was struggling, and then there's just other outside things like that had a negative impact overall on our relationship, and we just grew apart basically. But yeah, for longevity purposes, like my longest relationship has been 8 years. How long has your longest relationship been?
I would say about 4 years.
Okay. So what have you done differently, knowing or expecting this to be like the last one? And why do you think this one's going to last longer than that 4-year one?
Well, that 4-year one was with my high school sweetheart. So I don't necessarily count that. Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Count another one then.
I don't have any other long-term.
2, right? 2 years?
With who? See, my brain, I tell you, my brain just be blocking me from the bullshit. Like, I don't be remembering some of my relationships and people that I've dealt with, because it, it's caused so much trauma.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But yeah, about 2 years with this one guy.
You don't have to go into it.
And I'm not.
Okay.
But what have I done differently? Mm-hmm. I always say, like, each relationship that I've been in my adult life has prepared me for the one that I'm in right now. Mm-hmm. Like, I've learned so many different lessons in every single relationship or situationship. Like, there's something that I've been able to take away from those relationships and like work on myself with, and then come to this relationship with all the tools that I've learned to make this one better, or before even this one happening, make the next relationship better.
Right.
One of those being, which I'll never apologize for this to anybody, but knowing what I want and being unapologetic about it. Like, if there's something that I don't agree with or want for myself in a relationship, I'm not dealing with it. And that's one of the things that my mom and one of my sisters had always said that they admired about me. Was that as soon as some bullshit was happening, I was always the one to be like, all right, yep, I'm done. Like, yeah, I'm not putting up with it. And they admired that about me.
Wait, now, okay. Do you think that's because that wasn't the long-term relationship for you? And I say that because what if I just was all of a sudden on, I don't even know what it would be, but just on BS? Would you be so quick to be like, nope, I'm done? Or would you try to like work through it? Because we're planning for long term.
Yeah, I would definitely work through it because we've done the work.
Yeah.
This relationship is worth saving. In the past, I've come to the people that I was dating with these issues that I was having with them. And I gave them chances to make it better, make it right.
Yeah.
And with that time that I gave them, if they hadn't done what I needed them to do, or if I didn't see some type of effort, that means you're not willing to make the change. And if you're not willing to make the change over time, like I'm not expecting it to be overnight.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to make the change over time, then I'm not going to continue to waste my time with you. Because if you're not trying to do it during this time, you're not going to ever do it. At least that's how I feel about it.
No, that's probably facts. I mean, people can say, yeah, I can do it. But like the old saying goes, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
And so if they're telling you they are, but you don't see any action and you have that boundary set for yourself, which is what that is a boundary for you, then you do what you need to do for yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a boundary. And I wasn't going to waver on that.
Yeah.
Because I knew that whoever I was going to be with was going to make the necessary changes to make me happy, and vice versa. Like every time I brought up an issue with whoever I was dating, I would also ask them, like, is there anything else that I need to work on? Like, it's not just you in this relationship. I know I'm not perfect either.
Right.
But since we're airing out what it is we need to work on, is there something I need to work on? And the answer was majority of the time, always no. Okay, so then get your shit together.
See, I think, and this is not a knock against you, but I think sometimes people are either too scared or too lazy to voice their grievances because they don't want to work. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense.
And maybe it wasn't that, but that's just my thing, because I feel like there's also always something that you can work on in a relationship to make it better, even if you think it is the best. Like, you can work on something to make it better. Do you feel like you have softened or hardened in our relationship with how you treat the relationship, how you treat me, how you treat yourself, like all of the things?
Softened for sure.
Why?
Because one, you're a woman.
Okay.
So I have to be a little bit softer with you. And two, like, I don't have to have that wall built up when it comes to dealing with you. So I'm not so, what's the word to use? Like, I'm not so, like,
aggressive?
I mean, no, not aggressive.
Not steadfast. So, because I see it when you bartend.
Right.
It's just more of a hardened facade, basically.
Yeah. I don't have to have that with you. So I've definitely softened because you help create a safe space. Like, I don't have to be on guard.
And you feel like you were on guard in other relationships that you were in?
Well, to some extent, yeah. Because you never know what these niggas is stupid. You never know what they're gonna throw your way sometimes. And to protect myself, like, that's why it was always so easy for me to move the fuck on, because I would like, I was about to say, you never really let your guard down. So right. you expected to move on. Not that I expect. No. So with the superhero that I was with, I thought that was going to be my husband. Which is crazy to me to think about. That's why is that crazy? I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't even know the man. It's just crazy. I thought that was going to be my husband, but the way that he acted in that relationship so immaturely, and he's older than me, so immaturely, and the way he started acting was literally like night and day from how we first had our interactions. His representative was present. Yeah. And I was just so taken aback, and I wanted it to work so bad because, like, I would come to him like, just talk to me. Like, what is it? Like, what can I do for you? I wasn't getting a whole lot of sleep at night because I was leaving work, bringing him dinner, sitting at his job with him because that was the only time that we got to spend together, because he was always working overtime and like stressed out about like money and stuff, which I found out like later or whatever. And I was also not doing great. Like, I was living basically paycheck to paycheck, but I was, making sure that I was an ear for him, making sure that he ate. Yeah. And I didn't get that same in return. And then for you to turn around and say that I wasn't there for you, don't do that. You know how I feel about that. Don't do that. And then like it came out that he basically like cheated on me with an ex. He went out to Texas one time, which is where she lives, on a boys trip. And I didn't hear from him almost the entire time he was out there.
Oh, hell no.
Exactly.
That would not fly.
If I was as crazy as I could have been,
you could have got on the plane,
bruh.
On the plane. Yeah, I feel you.
So yeah, like I again left that relationship with my guard up again because like I'm tired of being hurt.
Well, you ain't gotta worry about that no more.
Thanks, babe.
Why you look
you
like
just gave me the chills.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that no more. So, okay, I'm gonna give you we can hurry up so you can get a little neck massage.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I still gotta take my hair down. I gotta wash it.
Oh Lord.
I know. These next couple of days before we leave out, like it is like a marathon of things that
needs to get done.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we're off topic, but not to mention that I have 2 events tomorrow and I need to go get my eyebrows waxed and I need to wash and pack.
Yeah, packing. Oh, Jesus. Forgot about that. I do
Honestly,
need clothes
we could
to wear.
Pack Monday morning. The flight don't leave until 12. You have to get up at like 6 and pack.
I need to plan out these outfits in my head.
Oh Lord, y'all. Okay, let's get back on topic because you and these outfits and packing is crazy. So you had your wall up or you had your guard up.
In your past relationships, same question to you. Do you feel like you're softer or harder or the same? I forget what the question that you asked me, but it was around that.
Yeah, how you basically that. Am I softer or harder, the same? I feel like I am the same. However, I feel like I am free to voice my thoughts and my opinions and not have to worry about repercussions. Repercussions meaning like an argument, a breakup and get back together, a breakup and get back together.
We don't do that.
I'm sleeping on the couch.
We don't do that either.
Right. All of those things. And so I feel like maybe having the ability to do that makes me a little bit harder in that department. But in all the other departments, I feel like I'm the same. Like I think I've said this before. I was always like, hey, what do you want to do? Hey, what do you want to do? Like, okay, can we cuddle? Can we spend time? Like, I miss you. Like, I want to be in your skin. Like, all those things are still consistent because that's just who I am in a relationship. But that part of being able to speak freely, to speak my mind, to talk about things that might be bothering me, and not have to worry about consequences. That's the difference. And it's being able to speak your mind and not having to worry about that because you're in it for the long haul is like freeing and the most amazing feeling because you're speaking your mind and you're getting questions answered and you're getting your feelings out and you're learning like you're learning about me, I'm learning about you and how to handle things and what makes you feel. Like all of the things that have like are just a good foundation in a relationship are able to happen just from there being open communication.
Yeah.
So that's my answer for that. Do you think that knowing that we are in it for the long haul, that we're going to get married, does that make you approach situations like the one, like bad, quote unquote, bad situations a different way or different than you have in past relationships? Like where you're like, okay, I can, like I just said, I can speak freely. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you can always speak freely or do you have some, I don't know if I should say that because of this.
So in past relationships, not so much that I could speak freely because there would be some things that like I wouldn't speak on because I wanted things to work so bad. So like do what I can to make it work on my end. But like when it comes to you, I feel like I kind of do the same. I pick my battles, but at the same time, I feel safe in voicing my opinions to you because, like you said earlier, I know it's not going to end up in an argument or a huge blow up because that's not what we do.
Right. Why do you think, how come you don't think, why do you think we don't argue or have blow ups?
Because we've created this safe space and this open line of communication to where we know that if we come to each other with a problem, it's not to make the other person feel bad. It's more so like, this is a concern of mine. This is how it makes me feel. And because we care so much about each other's feelings, and I know I a lot of the times think before I act when it comes to you, because I don't ever want to hurt your feelings. Like, hurting your feelings hurts my feelings. Like, I feel like really bad. So I guess I kind of take that approach.
Yeah, I can second that, because I always go back to the whole trash can situation where the liner or something got lost, and like I was like, red flag, and that never happened again. Like, nothing like that ever happened again. So I can tell that you like really stop and take a second and like gather yourself before you say anything, or before you like, especially if you're angry. So I do appreciate that, because I don't like to argue. I'm over arguing or voice raising or whatever.
I was the same in my other relationships in regards to arguing. I used to always enter each relationship that I would get in with, like, I don't like to argue. Like, I like talking it out. So like, if there's an issue, let's talk it out. I like to deal with the situation then. I don't like to let it sit and fester. Whereas with this relationship, I'm learning about the person that you are. Sometimes you do need a second. And I'll give you that. But at the same time, I'm the one like still wanting to work it out now. Like, what's wrong? Like, let's talk about it. Yeah. So I'm still the same in that regard. I still want to work things out when it happens, because I don't want to go to bed angry, right? Which is what I told, what we told our friend or my friend at date night. Like, we don't go to bed angry. It was interesting to hear to hear how they deal with each other when they're having hard times. Why? Very funny, but at the same time, it's like, come on, y'all. And y'all married, y'all could do better. Like, because I can see the love that they have for each other. Right. But just to hear how petty they are.
We be petty and we gonna be petty.
TTY. I was like, oh,
that's crazy to me.
Nah, y'all gotta do better.
And they were both fine with it.
Yeah.
They're like, nope, I'm gonna be petty. Like, really? Like, why? Like, that's the person you love. Why do you want to? Like, I can understand sometimes you have slip ups or you have these feelings that you can't control, but to outwardly say, like, I'm gonna be petty when you're not even upset with each other is crazy to me. No judgment. It's just, I can't fathom being on that level with you. Like, I've been there. I don't want to do that with you, because I don't want to walk around not speaking for 3 days, and I don't want to be walking on eggshells. Like, I don't want that for us. Yeah, that is a terrible place to be in. Man, been there not too many times before.
Sleeping in the bed with no blankets because one has used them all from you, crazy. And you're snuggling up in a robe. What?
Well, I know, it's so crazy, but I mean, that just goes to show you people deal with things differently.
Yeah.
And if their marriage can withstand it, then, I mean, that's cool. But I just don't want that. I don't want it. Keep it.
Nah, yeah.
Keep it, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it works for them. And yeah. And that's great. I just, like, in our relationship, I couldn't see that working for us.
Because I'm not getting ready to be on the couch and you're not getting ready to be on the couch. Because that would be probably
unless we're on the couch together.
Real bad. That would probably be triggering for me. Probably.
Because it would bring up, like, old. Mm-hmm. So were you sleeping on the couch?
No,
or what?
She would.
Oh.
Every night. She'd just be out. I'll go to bed. She'll just be out here, watch TV, fall asleep on the couch with the heat on. So now the heat is on up here. So it's heating up here. And I'm freezing cold back there because the heat wouldn't get going. See, that was a trigger. Just talking about that. Because I just went off on that. Why wouldn't the heat? Because if it's warm up here, the thermostat is up here. Uh-huh. So if it's 76 degrees up here, it's going to stay 76 degrees up here and not kick the heat on so that it gets warm back there. You see what I'm saying? You know, see what I'm saying? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a matter of being warm up here and being cold back there because the heat's not coming on. Because what I missed out, what I didn't say was that she had this portable heater on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. So the portable heater would heat up all up here, and the thermostat would be on 73, 74.
And that's why I wouldn't kick on.
That's why I wouldn't kick on.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Now it makes sense.
Yes. I left that part out.
Okay.
You're not in my head.
Right.
Yeah. So, moving on a little bit. Do you think you still have baggage from other relationships and that are in this one? And I feel like maybe we've touched on this.
We kind of touched on this before, and I would say no because I be forgetting about that shit anyway. Which is a blessing and a curse because, like, if those people walked up to me today and they did me wrong in the past, I don't even remember.
Interesting.
And that's scary sometimes to not know when like somebody has burned you.
Yeah. What do you?
And they be in your face, playing in your face, like, oh, she forgot.
What do you attribute that to? Just
I think it's what is it? A healing or a protective mechanism that I use.
Yeah.
I don't do it on purpose, but also attribute it to ADD. I don't be paying attention to a lot of things. I let a lot of shit go sometimes. I be paying attention. So like shit don't really get past me like that, but I don't be paying attention at the same time. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense.
I get it.
But
it's almost like you just forgive and forget.
Forgive and forget. Not wanting to forget though. Like I don't forget on purpose. I forget because so let me put it this way. So like when it comes to relationships and I break up with somebody, I delete them from everything. From my phone, I block numbers, social media, all the things. Like I don't want to see you because that is going to trigger me. That is going to make me feel some type of way. And that's the easiest way I get over relationships. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. I feel like I bought like little stuff here and there, like the trigger I was just talking about. Like that's the type of baggage that I bought with me. But as far as like trusting or emotional baggage, I don't really think so because I do realize everybody's different. People are not going to treat you like the previous person did. So that type of baggage, no. But those little things like I'd be like, don't yell at me, and that's not really a trigger. I just be trying to like say, hey, your tone is off to me. Or if you like slept out here, I think you fell asleep out here one day, like when we first moved in, and it wasn't that it was a trigger, but I was like, why is she sleeping out there? Like, what's up? What's going on? And you just wanted to sleep in the front. But after I think we talked about it, like you've never done that again. So I think you adjusting to those things that could be triggers is extremely helpful. For it not to become like a huge deal. And it gives me the ability also to like heal from it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Get over it. So the last question or I guess mini topic is, so we've been together for how long? We can never figure it out. This is terrible.
I know. And we need to
Is it four?
It'll be 4 years this year.
This year, at the end of the year.
It'll be 4 years. Because Kinsey is 2.
We were together for 2 years when you got Kinsey? No. I don't know. This is terrible. Yeah. This is real bad.
When did you invite me out? When was Seattle? When did we go? When did we have
2021, wasn't it? Let me type Seattle into my phone and see what year.
That's when we became champions, right?
And that's the same year we got together?
I think so.
Let me type Seattle into my phone and see, because it should have like a geo marker. Okay, Seattle. It's just these. Okay, this is the year though. So let me see. 2022?
Okay, so 3
years.
It feels longer than that.
It does, but not in a bad way.
No.
So it was really only 3 years. It was 4 for sure. Because 2020.
No, that makes sense because we were together a year before you got Kinsey.
Right. That feels more like it.
Yeah.
So 3 years. So going on 3 years. We lying, telling people 4 years. That's terrible. It's gonna be 4 years, so it don't matter. Anyway, so we've been together for 3 years. What are the things, or what's some of the things that we do to like try not to just like go on autopilot with our relationship? And are these things that are sustainable, like long term, for both of us in our relationship?
I think one of the biggest things is that we continue to date.
For sure.
We love having date nights. We love spending time together. We like going out and trying new restaurants or going to see a play, you know.
Just being outside with each other. Whatever. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest things. And I think also too, you've put forth a huge effort in making sure that we continue to date, because that is one of the things that I was lacking in past relationships. And I voiced that to you, and you've made it a point to make sure that is not something that I'm lacking in this relationship. So I would say continuing to date. I think also, you know, having this podcast is also part of it.
Yeah. I was going to ask you if you thought that was part of it, or like a good, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but basically this podcast like helps us have conversation, to actually sit down and talk without interruption, basically for an hour.
Yeah.
Like we're not on our phones. We're really just having like genuine conversation. And I believe for a lot of people, that's what's missing. It's just sitting down and just talking, because we, like when we get off of here and we get in the bed, we are on our phones, and we've said several times, like we need to try and get off our phones. And it's so difficult.
Yeah. Especially when a lot of your business is taking place on phones.
I'm looking and checking on stuff. And then if I'm not doing that, like first I'm on like scrolling. But the first thing I do when I wake up, grab that phone and start checking my emails and answering emails and stuff. And I really hate that. Like I hate that that's a factor, but I guess it's a fact of life. So I guess that would be something that we have to work on, is to try not to be on our phones, but enjoy each other's company when we can, because it's so limited now. I feel like super limited. Which saddens me a little bit. Because the time we used to have so much time together when we first started
That's
dating.
when I wasn't working like that. Like I was serving, and I wasn't full time where I was, you know.
I know, but still, I liked it like that. I want to get back to that.
To me not working, how we get there?
Something got to pop.
Something got to take off.
Something got to pop off. Yeah, something got to take off. But that's it.
That's all you got?
Yep. If you like what you've heard, follow us on our social media platforms, together.real.pod on on TikTok and IG.
Together.real.pod.
Pod. Together.real.badpod on TikTok and IG. Same thing on Patreon. This is a Patreon episode for visuals. So if you want to buy the episode, or if you want to support and subscribe, do that. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to shout her out last time and I did not. So I apologize for that. But we had a new Patreon subscriber, which I should have said at the beginning. But we had a new Patreon subscriber. And let me see if I can find her name real quick. Was it Rachel? Nope. It was, a free Patreon subscriber we got on May 26th, but this was Tay. Her name was Tay. She actually hit our Instagram inbox and was just like, I'm just so grateful for you guys and your podcast, and I've been binge watching it, and it's just kind of forced me to do a lot of like self-reflection on relationships, and I really appreciate the vulnerability. Thank you so much. And she said she's subscribed to our Patreon. So super dope.
Yeah, that is
super dope.
Thanks, Tay.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And then just to shout out Tonette. Tonette always has been down. She's always been hitting the inbox, liking and commenting
yeah.
Yep, on our stuff.
I always see her name.
Yep. And then another subscriber, Rhonda Ivy. We appreciate you as well. Anything else?
know. Hopefully we'll see y'all out on Chicago Pride somewhere.
For sure. Come say what's up if you see us in
Yes.
these Chicago streets.
Please come say hi. We don't bite.
Yeah, we've seen people out before. Like we saw y'all. We've
Yeah.
gotten that in our inbox before. Like
Yeah.
we saw y'all. Like hey, come say hi. Come
Yeah,
say what's
say
up.
hi to us.
We
I
ain't
think that's
nobody.
super cool.
We ain't nobody. We just out here having a good time talking to each other.
Anyway, until next time, y'all.
Peace.
She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset.